This is Steve with BIGfrontier. We just had a presentation from Kaiser Fung, author of Numbersense, and we're going to discuss a few of the issues that he touched on in today's conversation. Kaiser, let's start out by taking a step back and sort of analyzing what some of the issues are that marketers may have in either getting a hold of big data or understanding it.
I think one of the misconceptions is that somehow you have to be a very big company to have gazillions of amounts of data in order to be in this business. I think that one of the big trends right now, that it's part of the big data trend, is this idea of the Moneyball culture, that more and more businesses are using data for everyday business decisions. And one of the things that I said today is that there's actually data everywhere if you look at your business, and it can be hidden in your transaction records, it can be hidden on your web logs, it can be surveys that you're doing. There's just all kinds of ways to collect data to get started, and one of the ways is to make your own data by knowing what you want to collect and going out to collect them.
How would a small marketing company with a small budget get a hold of some decent-sized data that could affect their decision? How would they themselves be able to make use of it?
I think there are some web services that are really great for this. Let's say if you actually have a website, most businesses today have that now. You can start off by hooking up to an analytics piece of software. Something like Google Analytics is a free thing that's out there that will organize all of your web data for you, and you can just look at some reports and dashboards. I also mentioned sites like SurveyMonkey, which basically allows you to put up surveys, and the data is automatically put into Excel spreadsheets. So if you even know the basics of Excel, you can analyze some of that data. Also there are email programs that will allow you to send out emails to your customers, and the data will come back nicely packaged up into spreadsheets. So there are many ways to get into it. You really don't necessarily need to spend big right away.
In the 70s and 80s, you'd have people who would, write these dystopian books and articles about not giving up information. Now people are willingly do it. I'm not sure that everyone fully understands how much they're disclosing, because I don't know if anybody necessarily reads all those disclaimers before they click on something to get something. Is there going to be, in your assessment, a tipping point whereby people will start to wake up, realize what they're surrendering, and sort of pull back in terms of how much data they're willing to provide in the future?
I do think that there will be a tipping point. I think, when the average person is going to start getting worried about the amount of data that is being collected out there. The irony is that on an analytics side, in terms of making the data work for businesses, I've mentioned a few times today, there's a lot of diminishing returns. A lot of the data that is being collected today is not really adding a lot of incremental value. So I would like for our industry to self-regulate and actually really think carefully about collecting only the things that we care about and are incrementally useful to business decisions, and to really help alleviate the potential problem when we might actually get regulated, and that would be a lose-lose scenario for everybody around.
Numbersense by Kaiser Fung. Pick it up on Amazon and take a look at his blog, which is?
It's junkcharts.typepad.com.
junkcharts.typepad.com. Thank you.